Imagine a time when the Islamic world was ablaze with intellectual curiosity. A time when scholars from different corners of the vast empire gathered to share knowledge and challenge each other's ideas. Picture vibrant debates echoing through bustling marketplaces and grand libraries. These were not just places of commerce or storage of books, but hubs of intellectual exchange where ideas flowed freely. This was the golden age of Islam, a period marked by unprecedented advancements in various fields of knowledge. At its heart pulsed a revolutionary school of thought, the Tazilah. They dared to challenge the norm, to explore the very essence of faith through the lens of reason. Their debates were intense, their discussions profound, as they sought to understand the divine in a rational manner. The Tazilah, meaning those who stand apart, carved their own path within Islamic thought. They were not content with simply accepting traditional interpretations. They sought to question and understand. They championed reason and logic as the twin pillars of understanding. For them, faith and reason were not mutually exclusive, but complementary. Their approach to faith was not one of blind acceptance, but of critical engagement, pushing the boundaries of theological discourse. They believed that true understanding came from questioning and reasoning. The Tazilah emerged during a period of immense intellectual and cultural flourishing. This was a time when the Islamic world was a beacon of knowledge and enlightenment. The Islamic Empire, stretching from Spain to India, became a melting pot of ideas. Scholars from different cultures and backgrounds came together, bringing with them their unique perspectives and knowledge. Ancient Greek philosophy, Persian mathematics, and Indian astronomy all converged, creating a fertile ground for intellectual exploration. This confluence of knowledge from different civilizations enriched the Islamic intellectual tradition. This vibrant atmosphere nurtured the Mutazilah's unique perspective. They thrived in this environment of intellectual diversity and exchange. They sought to reconcile the tenets of Islam with the principles of reason, paving the way for a new era of Islamic thought. Their legacy is a testament to the power of reason and the enduring quest for knowledge. The rise of the Tazilah cannot be separated from the broader intellectual currents of their time. The translation movement, initiated by the Abbasid caliphs, played a pivotal role. Scholars from diverse backgrounds flocked to Baghdad, the vibrant capital of the Abbasid Caliphate. They embarked on an ambitious project translating the great works of Greek philosophy, science and mathematics into Arabic. This influx of knowledge from different civilizations had a profound impact on Islamic thought. Muslim scholars encountered the works of Aristotle, Plato and Euclid, sparking a new era of rational inquiry. The Tazilah, deeply influenced by these philosophical traditions, embraced reason as the cornerstone of their theology. They argued that faith, to be truly meaningful, must be grounded in rational understanding. This emphasis on reason distinguished them from other schools of thought and shaped their unique approach to Islamic theology. At the forefront of this intellectual revolution stood towering figures who shaped the Tazilah school. Wasil ibn Atta, a brilliant theologian, is credited as the founder of the movement. He broke away from traditionalist teachings, advocating for a more rational understanding of God's attributes and human free will. His ideas challenged the established dogma and ignited fierce debates across the Islamic world. Another key figure was Abu Hudayl al-Alaf, a renowned logician and theologian. He systematized Mutazilite thought, developing a sophisticated theological framework based on reason and logic. His contributions to Islamic philosophy, particularly in the areas of epistemology and theology, solidified the Mutazilah's position as a leading intellectual force. These pioneering thinkers, along with other prominent Mutazilite scholars, left an indelible mark on Islamic intellectual history. Their ideas continue to inspire debate and inquiry centuries later. What were the core beliefs that set the Tazilah apart from other Islamic schools of thought? Central to their theology was the absolute unity of God, emphasizing his indivisible nature and transcendence. They rejected any anthropomorphic interpretations of God, arguing that such notions contradicted his divine essence. God, for the Mu'tazila, was pure intellect and will, far beyond human comprehension. Another cornerstone of Mu'tazilite thought was the concept of divine justice. They believed in a just and compassionate God who would not punish individuals for actions beyond their control. This led them to champion the idea of human free will, arguing that individuals are responsible for their own choices and actions. This emphasis on free will had significant implications for their understanding of ethics, morality, and the nature of reward and punishment in the afterlife. Despite their intellectual prowess and influence, the Mu'tazila's time in the spotlight was not to last. Political winds shifted and their star began to wane. The Abbasid Caliphate, once a beacon of intellectual freedom, faced internal strife and external pressures. Conservative factions within the empire gained ascendancy, challenging the Mu'tazila's rationalist views. The Mu'tazila's emphasis on reason and their questioning of traditional interpretations created powerful adversaries. Conservative scholars, threatened by their intellectual challenge, launched counter-arguments, accusing the Mu'tazila of undermining the sanctity of revelation. This theological battle had political ramifications. The Abbasid Caliph al-Mutawakil, seeking to consolidate his power and appease conservative elements, officially rejected Mu'tazilite doctrines. This marked the beginning of their decline. Persecution followed, and the Mu'tazila, once at the forefront of intellectual discourse, were forced into the shadows. Though their influence waned under political pressure, the Mu'tazila's legacy proved far from extinguished. Their intellectual contributions continued to echo through the corridors of history, influencing countless scholars and thinkers across different eras and regions. Their ideas, like seeds scattered by the wind, found fertile ground in the minds of future generations. These seeds of thought germinated and blossomed, nurturing a rich tradition of intellectual inquiry and philosophical exploration. Their emphasis on reason and critical inquiry left an indelible mark on Islamic intellectual history, inspiring subsequent generations of thinkers. Universities and centers of learning became vibrant hubs where these ideas were debated, refined, and expanded upon. The Mu'tazila's spirit of rational inquiry resonated with later philosophical and theological movements within Islam. Their approach to understanding the divine and the natural world through reason and logic became a cornerstone for many scholars. Thinkers like Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, and Ibn Rushd, known as Averroes, though not directly aligned with the Mu'tazila, nevertheless reflected their emphasis on reason and logic in their own philosophical systems. Their works bridged the gap between different intellectual traditions and furthered the cause of rational thought. The Mu'tazila's legacy transcended the boundaries of the Islamic world, influencing Jewish and Christian thought in medieval Europe. Their rationalist approach found resonance in the works of medieval Jewish philosophers like Maimonides and Christian scholars who sought to reconcile faith with reason. Their ideas, translated into Latin, stimulated philosophical and theological debates in the West, contributing to the intellectual ferment that characterized the European Renaissance. The cross-cultural exchange of ideas during this period laid the groundwork for the modern age of reason and scientific inquiry. The story of the Mu'tazila is a testament to the enduring power of reason. Emerging in the 8th century, this group of Islamic theologians and philosophers championed the use of rational thought and logic in the interpretation of faith. Their journey reminds us that faith and reason are not opposing forces, but rather complementary paths in our quest for understanding. The Mu'tazila believed that human reason was a gift from the divine, meant to be used to discern truth and justice. The Mu'tazila's legacy challenges us to engage critically with our own beliefs, to seek knowledge fearlessly, and to approach the world with a spirit of open-minded inquiry. They advocated for the freedom of thought and the importance of questioning established norms. In a world often riven by dogma and intolerance, the Mu'tazila's message resonates with profound relevance. Their emphasis on reason and dialogue over blind faith and dogmatism offers a timeless lesson in intellectual humility and the pursuit of truth. Their story reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey, not a destination. It is a continuous process of learning, unlearning and relearning, driven by curiosity and a desire to understand the world more deeply. It is a journey that demands courage, intellectual honesty, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. The Mutazilah's courage to question and to think independently serves as an inspiration for all who seek to expand the horizons of human understanding. As we navigate the complexities of our own time, let us remember the legacy of the Mutazilah, those who dared to think differently, to question, to explore, and to illuminate the path of reason for generations to come. Their enduring flame of reason continues to light the way for all who value knowledge, wisdom, and the relentless pursuit of truth.